Hello again, friends. I am Seed Hero, and welcome back to Triangle Strategy. We're going to be jumping right back into the end of the Remember Me chapter being completed. I'm not sure why it always tells us that. You know your quick save data is going to be deleted when you load in and it starts a new quick save, right? Yes, I am aware. Thank you.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke.
Is that like an egg yolk?
Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolffort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
So that little exposition made it sound like we were supposed to be going back to Glenbrook Manor, but there is literally only one thing to do on the map right now, and that is Whiteholm Castle. This frosty Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle, the seat of power in Glenbrook, and lays claim to the throne.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
I told you this guy had some shady businesses going on. Of course he's been working with the Archduke.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
He had to specify he wasn't.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolffort is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
I wonder what the plan is with that.
Please, can someone explain?
Like, is she just going to be a figurehead and he's going to control things, or what? Oh, we're already at the Regna execution.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us? I don't believe it.
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our three nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not.
What?
But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
Oh, okay. So he admitted his guilt, hoping that he would spare the children. Presumably just Roland and Cordelia at this point. I think Frani's dead, isn't he? I think.
The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Yeah, dude, they did it like up over top of all the people. Like if that dude, if the executioner cut a little bit wrong, his head spills out into the crowd.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
What do we got? Oh, that is a lot of side stories. I think we're just gonna jump into side stories for a little bit, I guess. Minister Patriot, advisor to the king, conducts a covert investigation of the Crown City under pretenses of routine inspection. But to what end?
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the King's Guard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought?
I'm not sure I would loudly declare them as frosty dogs. Especially not while the guardsmen are walking by.
Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with. And Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long.
Bro, he's got House Wolffort behind him. He's gonna last a while.
I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
That was quite the investigation, Patriot. I heard 2 sentences exchanged between old men on a bridge. The townspeople are fine. News of Glenbrook's fall reaches the Citadel of Sands in the far-off bully state of Hyzant, where a great battle of the Saltire War was fought so many years ago. Citadel of the Sands, the Chancery.
Minister Sorcelet.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Frani also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolffort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say?
The politics in this game are out of control. Out of control.
Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorcelet would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Lord Landroy Fawkes, King Regna's loyal bannerman since the days of the Saltire War, receives the news of his liege's grim fate.
Your Majesty, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid?
At least he's self-aware.
But no. Cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Bro, join our party. Unite the high houses. That dude looks like he can hit somebody with a sword real hard. The Wolffort Streets. Lord Silvio Tellior, head of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, ponders what the future holds for his domain.
Whatever is House Tellior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight till the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolffort were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolffort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfforts may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain.
This dude clearly doesn't know the Wolfforts.
If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
That guy is slimy, for lack of a better word. He's a noodle. Alright, back to the main story. Having made their escape by boat, Serenoa and his retinue finally make their way back to the Wolffort domain. But what awaits them there?
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolffort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Is that true?
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
Better be good news, Anna.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Bro looked like he is a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
I was convinced they were going to kill him right in the throne room, so this isn't really news to me.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Symon.
Now that your dad's dead, let's go see mine.
What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Are we the dead dad party? What is... Oh, he's fine. He's fine, look at that. He's
Father.
just sleeping.
Lord Symon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Symon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Let's rub it in Roland's face that we still have a dad.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Sir, I'm a soldier. I'm not a doctor.
Very well.
Hashtag sad
Do
boys.
not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I think you're the only one that can do more than just imagine what he feels right now, actually.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Symon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Is it Maxwell's head?
Sir Maxwell's mask.
I was close. Oh, please let Roland wear it.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandoned me now?
Maxwell is dead because you turned around. He did not abandon you. You killed him. Blood is on your hands, Roland. Don't forget that.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolffort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
As the Esfrosty army advances on Castle Wolffort, another crisis looms large for Serenoa and Prince Roland. What could the other crisis be? Besides the obvious Symon thing.
My lord, the Esfrosty army advances on us as we speak.
Benedict is pregnant, isn't he?
A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
Perfect. Perfect. Tell them we accept.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
How do we surrender Roland without him knowing? If he resists, it'll be bad.
You cannot be serious about this.
Oh, I am.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Oh, never mind. We just tell him straight to his face.
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolffort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, We cannot allow war to come to the Wolffort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
Oh, I get to decide here? Cannot render a decision here and now. There must be some solution. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. But as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety. We cannot hope to win against Esfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. There's not a good one. There's not a great answer here. They're all pretty much saying the exact same thing. So we're just going to go with this middle guy. As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. But as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety.
As his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince. But as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety.
Why did I bother reading that?
I am sorry, Serenoa. Pray do what you feel is best for your house. I will find some way of helping my family.
Your mind is made up, then.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction.
Oh, we're convicting.
I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Is it the same people getting votes as it was in the previous one? We have time for this? I think we have time for this. As the Esfrosti army continues its inexorable march on Castle Wolffort, Serenoa and his retinue discuss the best path forward.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
What do we do?
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
I feel like the majority of people will decide to keep Roland. Because that does feel like the correct decision, right? Their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation, and I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Good lord. I didn't realize we were going this far out. Going out, my lord. Yes, I wish to ensure everything in the town is in order. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that. Thank you. I should return to the hall once I've spoken to the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. I would like to learn something that'll sway my own mind. Oh, sparkly. HP ring? Hell yeah. Gonna be so healthy. Anna is once again undecided. Terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Okay. Prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. Though it was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack on Hyzant all those years ago. The Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Symon for help. Back then, Wolffort was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. All Norzelia was poorer for the fighting. Its nations and people were left depleted. So I have heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzant and Esfrost to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you will navigate it. Find myself in the unfortunate position of having thought peace would be everlasting. I cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage to turn the tide of the battles to come. My father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy. Oh man, that bottom one hits me deep. That hits me really deep. Like, I really think the majority, like the solid majority of people will want to keep Roland, not relinquish him, which makes me think that it would be more fun for us to relinquish Roland. Just to see what happens, you know. But this bottom guy here, my father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy. By relinquishing Roland, we are tarnishing his legacy. Everything he's worked for goes straight into the dumpster if we do that. Oh man. Oh, what a rough decision. What a rough decision. Cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage and turn the tide of the battles to come. Exactly so. 'Twas Lord Symon's initiative that made him a hero. That same Wolffort blood courses through your veins. I know you'll live up to your family's good name. The people of the Wolffort domain are at your back. I shall take that to heart. Thank you. Knock knock, anybody home? Hello, child, why are you alone? Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Serenoa? We got a note. That's what happened. Thank you for the note, child. Have an excellent evening. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolffort domain. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make quick work of any invaders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? Secret traps. It's hard to say what they might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but to what cost on our own? Anybody home? Nobody. Well, I think I'll take this iron for myself then. Thank you. I need it more than you do. Kitty cat. These people should count themselves lucky that I'm only taking the iron and not taking their cat. Why has Esfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? The middle one is definitely the best here. I share in your confusion. Frederica knew nothing of this. Pray, do not blame her for Esfrost's actions. Yes, of course. She is your betrothed. We, too, wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our domain, where the Archduke's own sister now resides. Precisely, yes, you've nothing to fear. We shall defend our land to the end. 'Tis a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such unnecessary war descend upon us. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. Says they want to take him taken alive. Shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. If he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least, not anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the Crown City? How would the nobles have let this happen? Because they were hiding. Mama's not herself today. Something scary happened? Yeah, somebody came into your house and stole your quality iron. Hope you don't have any quality iron. This house has nothing. Hello, Mom. Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? Anything for taking, nothing for taking. Nor can I seem to walk down these stairs. There we go. A saltmonger? I had a mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I've got mouths to feed. Hopefully those mouths to feed don't rely on whatever's in this house. Not because I'm going to take anything, but because it's actually completely empty. Good talking to you, sir. Keep those mouths fed. Anything? Nothing? Ooh, HP recovery pellet. Not that we actually need or use those. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure. But it'll all be over soon. Dawnspear will see to that. Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. Ha! As if that would ever happen. Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that we might see yet another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. Oh, jeez. I think we've learned everything we can at this point. But, that doesn't help me at all. None of this helps me at all feel better about relinquishing Roland. But, I don't know. I don't know. We are going to wrap it up here. And tomorrow we will start with that decision. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do. Oh man, I want to hear everybody's arguments. Like, really bad. I'm super excited about this. Thank you guys all so much for joining me today in our storybook episode of Side Stories. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.